How's everybody doing tonight? Good, I hope. I think, as has been the case recently, that we may possibly have an unpaid team or two available here in Leaf Best of Football, but I'll let you know in a minute. Let's go through all of our information first. We'll give people that extra minute or two there in case they have payment on the way. So tonight we're going to open up a couple of different things. Of course, before we actually get started on those couple of things, you got a little information to go over. So first up there is just a note about my feedback. That is to let you know that my feedback is 100% automated here on eBay. So what that means to you is that anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are going to instantly get positive feedback in return. And of course, the second and most important message there is to say thank you, because I do appreciate everyone who bids and breaks and chats and hangs out with me, keeps me company and all that kind of jazz. So let's take a look at what's coming up in the days ahead. So tomorrow night, we've got three new things coming out tomorrow. We're going to break two of them tomorrow, and then the third one we're going to hold off and do on Thursday night so we don't end up in one of those marathon breaks. So tomorrow night, we'll do a full case of limited football and a full case of optic basketball. Yay! The third thing that comes out tomorrow on Wednesday, but we're actually going to break it on Thursday, is 2019 Topps Series 1 Baseball. So we'll get rolling with that on Thursday night, along with a couple of Gold Rush autograph mini football helmets, and we'll do a half case of optic on Thursday night instead of a whole case, and then that'll give us time to do the jumbo as well. On Friday, we'll do a TriStar Game Day Greats autograph football jersey, second case of limited football, and another case of Crown Royal basketball. Saturday, we'll find us opening a Hit Parade triple play baseball box that has got 3 autographed memorabilia items in it, a jersey, a baseball, and a photograph. And then, of course, we'll finish up that Series 1 jumbo case. We'll do the back half of it on Saturday. Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, the 3rd of February. I'm going to take that day off, that night off, and we're not going to break on Super Bowl Sunday. How about that? Here's what you need to know about our breaks tonight. First up is going to be Leaf Best of Football. Our second break will be the Bowman Draft Super Jumbo Full Case. And of course, hopefully everyone saw in the listing description that paper base doesn't ship to the teams. It had its own bidding category. And of course, you know, the stuff that goes to the team will be autographs, numbered cards, inserts, all the chrome cards. Just the paper base will be going elsewhere. So guys, our paid shipping breaks tonight. The only two things we're opening. I'm expecting I should be able to get out the door and on the way to you by Saturday. Now, it's possible I can get it to you before Saturday, but at this point in time, I don't think it would be any later than Saturday. And of course, as always, I will shoot for it to be a little bit sooner. So first up tonight is going to be Leaf Best of Football, but hang tight 1 minute, please. Let me see where we are in terms of our unpaid teams, and let's see if I've got some things that might be floating your way. Right now, it looks like I've got 3 unpaid teams. So I know one person was messaging back and forth with me about their situation, so let me see what they have to say, and then we'll go from there. Let's see. So let me just jot a quick note off here on that one, and then we'll be ready to go. I think we do have, looks like the Green Bay Packers tonight in Leaf Best of Football that our bidder did not pay for. We've got a couple of other teams in there that are unpaid right now as well, but I think that person is working on their payment. But the Green Bay Packers, $89 was the last bid. So you said you want it, Griffin? Okay, you have got my email info, right? You've got everything that we need to know to get the, I think you do. I don't think you, or I can type it in if you need me to, Griffin, but I'm thinking that you probably have it, because I think you've picked up some before. And meanwhile, let me go in here, and I'm going to make a little adjustment to our spreadsheet to reflect the fact that this is going to be picked up on Second Chance by Griffin. And as always, I appreciate you jumping in there and having a willingness to do that. I had reached out to try to talk to the underbidder, but you know what? I didn't. I had so much going on tonight, all kinds of stuff flying back and forth. I didn't give the underbidder enough notice, I don't think, so they probably didn't even see my message. Oh, all right, cool. Yeah, you've got my PayPal info. Excellent. It is 89, Griffin. Dirty Dog said 88. That's fine too. 88, 89, either one is fine. So I'm going to go ahead and chalk that one up to you, sir. And we're going to get this all squared away. And let's get this done. I'm just getting it cleaned up on eBay. And then I'm waiting here as well to see if our other person is perhaps in the midst of getting their checkout completed. I think they are. Hopefully they're going to get us squared away there. And Griffin, if you just let me know when you are taken care of, brother, then we will be ready to rock on here. All right, perfect. You said you're showing that it's paid. It is not showing paid on my end. It is still showing a waiting payment on my side. So I don't know what is going on with that, unless, did you happen to pay by e-check? Did you send an electronic check maybe? I don't know, but it is definitely showing unpaid on my side. So can you double check that, please, if you wouldn't mind, and see if what you can see there in your PayPal account, because it's definitely not showing paid on my side. All right, so while you are taking care of that, let me get our spreadsheet back up here now that we've plugged in Griffin as our second chance offer. All right, guys, so this is a 10-box case of 2018 Leaf Best of Football. This is a full case break. It is break number 7. Everything we're opening tonight ended tonight, Tuesday night, the 29th of January. Of course, team names are on the left. Our winning bidders are there across from each team on the right-hand side. The Packers, of course, the unpaid team there on eBay, have been picked up by Griffin 1A, which we appreciate. Griffin, you're probably fine. I was talking to Alan. I'm sorry. Griffin, I did not make that clear, did I? I was reading Alan's message, and I don't think I said Alan. And Griffin, you thought I was talking to you. I'm sorry, man. I was not. I was actually talking to Alan on that one. Okay, did I type baseball? He said, is this baseball or football? No, I did type football. Okay, good. You had me worried there, man. And then, of course, guys, any redemption. So redemptions had its own bidding spot in here. If we were to find a redemption tonight, it's going to be for either a pack of cards, a rare pack of cards. It could be for a box of cards, or it could be for a memorabilia item. So that is... that's what that little spot refers to. And Alan, while you're checking out your sitch, I am going to go ahead and go in here and start getting our boxes out. Oh yeah, Griffin, no, I think we're all good, man. I'm sorry about that. I was reading Alan's, and I don't think I said Alan because I was multitasking very badly. I was not doing a good job with my multitasking. So I'm sorry about that, man. I sent you off on a wild goose chase. I didn't mean to do that, Griffin. Sorry. But as always, sir, I appreciate you picking up the unpaid team. Hopefully we'll have some good Packers luck for you as a result. Maybe we can get some good Packers mojo. Oh, come out of there, please, boxes. Man, they wedge those things in there. Which I guess is good. We don't want them out all rolling around, you know, making a mess and such. So we're going to start out, of course, here. I'm just going to get all of the plastic off and the seals cut and all that. And then we'll see if we're all, hopefully all squared away then on Alan's side. Maybe it's just PayPal being silly and not notifying me right away or something. But we'll see what's going on, get that figured out. Richard, you probably came in late, and I went over the schedule right there at the beginning, but sometimes, you know, if you slide in a minute or two late, you might not have heard that. So once again, Leaf Best of Football is first tonight, and second up tonight is Bowman Draft Baseball. So we always break in the order that things end on eBay, and it's rare for us to have only one product break in an evening. We typically have anywhere from 2 to 5 that will break in any given evening. And so, of course, at the beginning of the night is when I typically do the rundown of the order, and then we kind of hit the high points of it again before we start each break. So that gives you a little bit of an idea. But tonight it's just the 2, Best of Football first, and then Bowman Draft Super Jumbo will be second up tonight. Because if you guys are like me, I'm very seldom, I mean, I'm on time for these breaks, but when I'm watching a break as opposed to doing a break, yeah, I hardly ever get logged in right when it starts either, so I feel you on that one. All right, so Alan, we are getting close to having all of this opened up and ready to go. What have you seen on your side, my friend? Can you give me any info on what's happening there? If it came through as something like e-check or something weird, or maybe I'll refresh it again and see where we are at that point. All right. So guys, give me 1 second here. We've got one payment that we're trying to get sorted out, and as soon as we can get that figured out, we're going to be ready to go with opening up and taking a look here. So if you will hang tight for 1 second, kids, let me see where things sit on that. And yeah, that is still showing that. So I don't know what's going on with it, Alan, but it is definitely still showing unpaid on my side. So guys, I'm sorry. Hang tight again for me for a moment, please. I'm going to see if I can tell anything different if I get logged into PayPal, if it shows me any different information than what eBay is showing me. Just maybe if it is in there as an e-check or something, perhaps I would be able to see that and help figure out with Alan what is going on. If it will let me search it this way, I think it will. I hope it will, anyway. Because, you know, sometimes they just don't talk to each other the way they should. Most of the time, it's kind of immediate. As soon as the payment goes through, it'll pop up on eBay. But every once in a while, you know, PayPal can be finicky and have a bad day like the rest of us. But, yeah, it's definitely not showing... it's definitely not showing paid on my side, Alan. So, I don't know. What did you say? Just returned? What got just? I don't know what that means, Alan. You just said just returned, but I don't know what that means. Oh, you mean the payment got returned? So you're going to have to, you're processing it through again, or can you just kind of update us as to what the status is so that we know what's going on, please, sir? I would appreciate it. No, I'm not even showing an e-check, Alan. I don't have anything at all. There's no payment at all pending on my side, not an e-check or otherwise. So if you can get that paid, we can move forward with it. I would appreciate it. If for some reason it leaves you in a spot and you need me to try to sell the 2 teams out, that's fine too. But I just want to get something squared away here so that we can go ahead and get opening our product here, hopefully. Yeah, I don't know. It is not. I mean, I've checked both places. I'm in my PayPal account and it says there's no payment for it, and I've also checked my eBay account and it says there's no payment for it. So it's definitely not paid. It's definitely not paid. So in the meanwhile, we're kind of in a little bit of a holding pattern. So if you can maybe help me sort this out, I would appreciate it. Or if you want me to release the teams and offer them up, that's okay too. But if you can just kind of give us a little insight so that we're not kind of just hanging here. Yeah, that's fine, but the other payment literally is not in PayPal at all. So I don't know what is going on there. But here is, there is that, my friend. Everyone else, thank you for your patience. I'm sorry, guys. I know this part is not fun, and it seems like lately we're having to do it almost every night, although this one is not Alan's fault. It sounds like something crazy is going on with whatever kind of payment source or payment he's got going there between eBay and PayPal is for some reason, I guess, not processing through. So this is not an unpaid bidder, but I know we've had unpaid bidders a lot this week, and I know you guys have to kind of sit and hang tight and wait on us when it happens, and I thank you for your patience. I'm sorry that you're having to wait, but I do appreciate everyone's patience while we try to get it squared away. It's not fun, I know. It's not fun for me either. And yeah, Griffin, I definitely know what you mean. As I said, we've had an incredible number recently of unpaid breaks and stuff going on. And I know, again, you're not talking about Alan. He's obviously working with me right now trying to get it taken care of. But just in general, there's been a lot of people lately that are bidding and not paying. And it seems like it's gotten a lot worse in the last couple months, doesn't it, guys? It just seems like it's really out of control. All the Bowman draft actually is paid up. I see J-Ro there is asking about that. J-Ro, we do actually have Bowman draft paid up. We're just right now waiting on, we're trying to help Alan figure out, well, Alan's trying to help me figure out, we're both trying to figure out what in the world's going on because he's thinking it's paid, but neither eBay or PayPal is showing that it's paid. So he's going to try to go a different route here, and then we'll see how we end up. There we go. So I see you sent it in the other way, so we are all good, and I appreciate that, man. You are awesome. The rest of you are awesome for hanging out while we got this sorted out. And as a result, let's hope we get some dynamite hits tonight and make it worth it for Alan and everybody else. Yeah, I hear you, Alan. I don't know what's going on with it, but as I said, we'll figure it out. If I see it come through the second time, or you see it come through the second time, just hit me up and we'll get the second one refunded, of course. But as of right now, I just see the one, so I do appreciate you getting that in there, man, and we should be all good. So each of our boxes has a Leaf Original card in it, and then our buyback card. So our original cards, of course, are going to go to the current team, because these guys, of course, their pro teams are not on their on the card. They're in, they're photoshopped out. So that's how we do that. So Philip Lindsay is up first. That's the Broncos, of course. Next up, we have got Anthony Miller for the Chicago Bears. Our first hit is out of 2014. That is Odell Beckham Jr., graded to 9. Little OBJ rookie hit there for the Giants. That's kind of a nice way for the Giants to start out. Your autograph grade a 10, card grade a 9. Of course, you've got the patch there, and originally looks like that was out of Topps Platinum, the original card set. And this will make somebody happy. A Red Wave Sam Darnold makes an appearance for the Jets, numbered to 99. J-Ro wants to know what I'm doing with these Topps Chrome Sapphire boxes. I don't know, man. I still haven't done anything with them. They're still just sitting there. There's Royce Freeman for the Broncos and Josh Allen for the Buffalo Bills. Yes, Alan, I did get the most recent one. The one you sent directly, I did get. The other one I hadn't gotten or haven't seen yet. But again, if and when a second one turns up, we'll get you squared away. How about a little 1-of-1 Bradley Chubb for the Broncos out of Certified? I like finding one of ones. That makes me happy. Hopefully, if you've got the Broncos, that makes you a little happy too. And right behind it is a Bradley Chubb base rookie, also for the Broncos. Here's an Ezekiel Elliott out of playoff football, numbered to 10. And looks like that's out of 2016 playoff? Yeah, so that would be his rookie year, too. So, Zeke to 10, Cowboys. Rashad Penny for the Seahawks is our base card. Next up, we have out of Select Football, out of 2016 Select, that is Tyreek Hill. It is numbered to graded to 9.5. The autograph grade on it is a 9. It is numbered to 49. So Kansas City Chiefs and Tyreek Hill. Well, look who we have here. You know, this is the second time we've hit this. We hit it out of another case, too. The Seahawks, out of 2012 contenders, there is a nice Russell Wilson. But guess what? This one is Gem Mint 10. Like, you can't get any better than that. So, Seahawks, there is your nice Russell Wilson out of 2012 contenders. Pretty sweet. Nick Chubb is out for the Browns on a base card. Behind that, we have Courtland Sutton for the Broncos out on a base card. Mitch Trubisky on a rated rookie out of Optic for the Bears. Is that hard signed? Yeah, looks like it is. Nice hard signed autograph to 150 rookie hit for the Bears. Sam Darnold and the Jets. We have ourselves another Cowboy. Surprise, surprise. But this, kids, is out of 2016 Flawless. Wow, that is rookie year Flawless for Dak Prescott. That is numbered to 20, grades out to a 9. So Cowboys once again doing very well, as they tend to do in Leaf Best of Football. And, oh well, how about that? If you happen to have the Broncos, would you like a little John Elway from 2010 Upper Deck Exquisite, numbered to 5? Wow, it is graded to 9, and your autograph grade is a 10. That's an awesome hit for the Denver Broncos with John Elway. And we have Christian Kirk and the Cardinals in our other Best of Football. And finally, numbered to 10 out of Illusions, we have ourselves a Randy Moss for the Vikings. Not too shabby either. So all in all, I would say that is another case, another nice case of Leaf Best of Football. So let's recap it. Christian Kirk is the Cardinals, Sam Darnold, Jets, Courtland Sutton, Broncos, Nick Chubb, Browns, Rashad Penny, Seahawks, Bradley Chubb is the, wait a minute. Hang on. Yeah, Bradley Chubb is the Broncos. It's like, didn't I just say, I just said Nick Chubb, didn't I? That is Bradley Chubb for the Broncos. Josh Allen for the Bills, Royce Freeman for the Broncos, Anthony Miller for the Bears, Philip Lindsay for the Broncos. Those are our Leaf base cards. Dak Prescott, 2016 Flawless. Ezekiel Elliott out of 2016 Playoff, both for the Cowboys. There is a 1/1 Bradley Chubb certified for the Broncos. Sam Darnold out for the Jets. Odell Beckham Jr. rookie for the Giants. Nice hit. Mitch Trubisky hard signed rated rookie to 150 for the Chicago Bears. Gem Mint 10. Russell Wilson rookie ticket for the Seahawks. You can't really get much better than that. That is a fantastic hit if you've got the Seahawks. Kansas City Chiefs have a little Tyreek Hill headed your way. That's out of 2016 Select. And it was a card is numbered to 49. It graded out at 9.5. Randy Moss, numbered to 10 out of Illusions for the Vikings. And finally, John Elway out of 2010 Upper Deck Exquisite. Grades out to a 9. Autograph grades out to a 10. It is numbered to 5. So, woohoo! That's the last Leaf Best of Football, too. Unless I find some more that I buy somewhere. That is the last of what I have in my hot little hands, anyway. So let's get that cycled on out of here and move ourselves into some Bowman Draft Super Jumbo. And you may as well settle in for this one, guys and gals, because it is going to be a long break. Yeah, this one takes a while. So it's going to be worth it, though, I hope. I feel like. I think it is. Let me get our spreadsheet rolling. For those of you who might have missed it earlier, here's what you need to know. Should be on the way to you no later than Saturday, unless something unexpected happens. I hope to have it on the way to you sooner than that. If I can, I will, but shouldn't be any later than Saturday. And of course, again, just a reminder, this was in the listing description, and hopefully everyone read it and they know, but Paper Base had its own bidding category in this particular break. So Paper Base goes all to one person who bought that bidding category. What will go out to the teams, once again, all chrome cards, all autograph cards, all numbered cards, all inserts and parallels, okay? So anything that isn't paper goes to, numbered paper obviously goes to the teams. But anything that is unnumbered paper, basically, is Paper Base and goes to that bidding spot. So this is a 6-box case of 2018 Bowman Draft Super Jumbo. So it's like 4,000 cards or something crazy in here. It is a full case break. This is break number 8. Of course, this also ended tonight on eBay the 29th of January. You will see, of course, your team names are on the left-hand side, the winning bidder user ID across from each team on the right-hand side. And, of course, there at the bottom, Paper Base cards only went to Marsh Big Daddy. Will be getting a box weighing about probably 30 pounds by the time we get all these Paper Base cards out to you. It's going to be a crazy amount of base cards. J-Ro, there are not any unpaid teams in Bowman Draft. Everybody in here got paid up, which I appreciate, and thank you all very much for getting that squared away. And Griffin, I know we didn't find any Packers for you in Leaf Festa football, did we? We gotta get some good mojo going for you, Griffin. We gotta get it turned up a notch, don't we, for your mojo? I think we do. So, have you ever seen such a box so large? Well, you have if you've done a break of Bowman Draft Super Jumbo before. But if you haven't, yeah, there's a million, trillion, zillion cards in each one of these boxes. So many. But here's the good news. The good news is we got 5 autographs per box. So that is a very nice little ratio. I need to find a different way to set these so I got some working room. So that's good news. The second part of this that is good news would be that everything is in jumbo packs, which means all the hits and stuff are kind of in the, like, Tootsie Roll center, if you will. So there'll be a bunch of base cards, and we can kind of fly through those. And then when we get to the middle, that's where we will find our inserts and chrome cards and autographs and numbered cards and all that jazz. And so basically it makes it faster than it seems like it's going to be. It will actually go faster than you think it's going to go, believe it or not. But it is a lot of cards. And give me 1 second, guys. I am going to get my wrist brace because this one's going to be rough, I think. That way we just make sure the old wrist doesn't give out on me. Latch is here. Hi, Latchman. How are you? It is very cold in Minneapolis. It is minus 22, he says, with a wind chill of minus 40. You know, I think just about everybody is absolutely getting hammered with this polar vortex. I mean, even the folks who aren't in that kind of minus, 20, minus 40 kind of scenario, everybody's having, I think, unseasonably cold weather right now. And, of course, dangerously cold, like in places like Minnesota where Latchman is. And a lot of places have canceled school and closed down offices. And, well, all kinds of other stuff in an effort to, that'll definitely be our first pack, in an effort to, you know, try to keep people home and keep people safe and all that. Just trying to get these started so we only have to have all the crinkly scissor noise once, basically. Because I know it's crinkly scissor noise. But yet, we gotta get in there. We gotta get in there to find out what's coming out of there. That's the end result. And this is the one that seemed like it was asking to be opened, so we're gonna go on this one first. Okay, so guys, once again, all this paper up until we get to the little middle part just goes to that bidding position, which has its own paper-based bidding position. Now, once we start in the middle, this is the stuff that goes to the teams. So our Chrome cards, which there are a few of here. And then inserts, we'll find quite a few of these. I imagine most of you know, if not all of you, that is a facsimile signature, just an imprinted signature. Now, we may find some of those that are live sigs, and when we do, of course, I'll count it, point it out. Franchise futures. Then towards the end of each pack, we find, I'm going to scoot this back a hair, we find refractors. And of course, those are going to come right here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those that are going to come out of pretty much every pack. Then we're right back to the paper base, which I'm just doing kind of a quick little fly through so that whoever's buying paper base gets an idea of what they have coming. Now, if you happen to be the person that has the paper base and you're watching the break and you don't care about seeing each of your cards fly by there, if you want to jump into chat and let us know that, then I could, you know, then I could potentially just go right to the center and we could go about it that way. Mitchell White flew a little bit out of the stack there, but doesn't appear to be any worse for the wear. Now we're in the center, starting with things that will go to the teams. This, of course, is numbered to 499. It's paper, but because it's numbered, it does go to the team and not the paper base spot. All of those are chrome. It's going to be the same configuration pretty much every pack. And there's our insert here. Now that has 2 different teams on it. So all of those with the 2 different teams, we're going to have to keep over there in a separate little housekeeping area. And we'll divvy those up at the end of the break. And we'll basically just, it will either be all the teams on the right-hand side or all the teams on the left-hand side is how that will be distributed. Nice hit out for our first autograph that we get a look at. That is Travis Swaggerty and the Pirates. So I happen to like that kid, so I think that's a nice first hit. That was a Mackenzie Gore. And our other refractors, now we're back to our paper base. Latch, you need Casey Mize. You got the Tigers in here tonight again. Well, let's see if we can't find some more Casey Mize magic for you. We usually do pretty well with that, I think. LA, I just saw you in there. You need some Dodgers in here tonight. All right, well, let's get some Dodgers rolling for you. And J-Ro, you need the A's. So we got Dodgers and A's and the Detroit Tigers. We need to get a little love going for coming your way, hopefully. Lucan Baker, that is numbered to 99, the green parallel for the Cardinals. Base chrome. Oh, look at that. It's just like the edge of a card just kind of shot right out of our pack, laying around in there. How interesting. And this goes over into our 2-team spot. Bryce Terang comes out for the Milwaukee Brewers. Oh, we got a little love for the Astros over here from C-Can. Looking for a little love for Houston. Well, we'll have to see what we can make happen with that as well then. Those were our 4 refractors, and we're back to the paper base. Yeah, I mean, this is a really heavy case of cards, and a huge amount of it is, as you can see, paper-based. So the person who got that, man, you're going to have a huge box. It's going to be enormous. But I'm guessing that was probably a set builder who would want to get all that paper base headed their way. We have ourselves a little numbered Brady Singer to 499, first Bowman for the Royals. Lots chrome. Another two-team card. You know, we are 2 weeks away from pitchers and catchers reporting, and we still do not have anybody, well, I shouldn't say anybody, but we still don't have deals for our 2 biggest free agents. What in the world's going on with that? Bryant, I don't know. He just said Dodgers cards. I just thought he had the Dodgers because he typed in Dodgers cards. I mean, he didn't say he has the Dodgers. I just read it that way. So, Bryant, I'm sure we had you on the spreadsheet, right? I think. This is Chris Bubbick, numbered to 250. That's on the class of 2018 insert for the Kansas City Royals. Bryant, I'll double check that for you, but I'm pretty sure I've got you on there. Yeah, you're on there. Yeah, that's definitely your username, and I'm sure you saw it when we went past there a minute ago. I was just reading out that he typed in Dodgers, so I thought maybe he had them. He was looking for some mojo for the Dodgers, but it might just mean that he was wishing you good luck with the Dodgers. So, yeah, sometimes, guys, people will just type in, you know, go Dodgers or go A's or whatever, and I kind of make the assumption that they have it when they're saying go Dodgers or go A's, but it sounds like in this case he was maybe just wishing you some good luck. Which, hey, you can never have too much luck when you're trying to hit in a break, right? I mean, it's not even possible to have too much luck in a card break. That's the way I look at it anyway. Adam Hazley to 499 for the Phillies. All of our handsome chrome cards. I'm excited that we've got 2019 Series 1 coming out tomorrow. I should have probably scheduled a half case of Bowman Chrome yesterday, and then we could have gotten in the half of Series 19 at the same time, but instead I scheduled it a whole and slid Series 1 to Thursday night, but that's all good. Tristan Casas, that is a Bowman Sterling continuity card, and we'll find a handful of those as we go along through here tonight. Well, there you go. There's Griffin Roberts on a purple parallel to 250 for the St. Louis Cardinals. Our sports card says, I have too much luck, but it's bad luck. And CLA's in here just saying, yeah, man, I'm just a Dodgers fan. I'm paraphrasing, but he's basically saying, yeah, he's just a Dodgers fan wishing you some good mojo. So that was my fault. I probably read out and said that he's got the Dodgers or something like that, and he didn't type that, so that's me, guys. I just call forth the mojo, and sometimes I shorthand it. Oh, all right, so you are looking for the red Tristan Casas. Okay, well, I can help you with that. Let's work on that's very specific, but that's good. It's good. Gives us a very clear target. We need to find Casas red for the Red Sox. So let's do it. Let's make it happen. It gives us a very definite goal to work towards. Meanwhile, why in the world don't we have Harper or Machado signed yet? Like, yeah, I know they're asking for a bazillion trillion dollars and they want like 100-year deals so they can retire when they're 99, still making $500,000 a year. It's not that bad, but obviously Bryce Harper, he's looking for 10-year deals at 30 mil plus a year. which is, I'm sure, why they're still sitting. But nonetheless, come on, man, we're 2 weeks out. We don't have either one of them signed. Well, 2 weeks out from pitchers and catchers, but I'm getting this, you know, this is like remnants of last year when we had so much of the class, the free agent class unsigned going into spring training, and they all did their own kind of little spring training of their own, I guess, down at IMG Academy and whatnot. It's like, come on, man. Somebody's going to sign them. Just get off your tail and sign them. Don't drag it out. Too late to not drag it out, I guess. But Daniel Lynch to 99 for the Kansas City Royals. That is our first numbered chrome parallel. Our other numbered parallels have been for paper. So that's our first chrome parallel numbered. Not that it necessarily matters, but, you know, just kind of telling you. Rob, I absolutely recap at the end. The numbered cards we will recap, and the autograph cards we will recap. I don't recap, you know, all the chrome or all the refractors or anything like that, because there's like zillions of them. But, well, now, see, here you go. I think I have them all open, and I still have one not all the way open. But definitely we will recap the color and the autographs, for sure. Okay, Pack, why you gotta be like this? That pack better have something really good in it, because look how hard it made me work to get to the cards. Yeah, this pack better give up something worth all that. All that extra crinkling around trying to get in there. So we'll see if it's going to deliver or if it's just going to, you know, be one of those packs. Of course, that again, insert facsimile signature. So we have a purple chrome parallel, and it is headed to the Brewers, numbered to, excuse me, numbered to 250 for Corey Howell. Another franchise futures insert, and here come our refractors. The refractors are here to save the day. What was that cartoon where the guy goes, "Here I am to save the day"? Like, who was that? Is that Underdog or something like that? I don't remember who it was, but I do remember that part. I know you probably wish I hadn't like tried to sing that verse, huh? Yeah, I know. I know. But I can't think who it is or who it was. What character it is. I'll get it out in a minute. See, the cold weather has frozen my brain. That's... Some might argue it stays that way. I know, I hear you all. All my regulars are like going, yeah, it's always that way. There's Alec for the Phillies, and we have ourselves a little sparkle. First sparkle of the night is Alec Hansen for the White Sox. So sparkle aren't numbered. However, they typically have pretty good resale value. So if you're of a mind to sell, that's a hit you want for the most part. Oh, now see, Can says it was Underdog, which is kind of what I was thinking then, but then Bryant says it's Mighty Mouse, which also makes sense to me because, yeah, I watch Mighty Mouse too. So, yeah, maybe it was Mighty Mouse. I don't know. One of those, Mighty Mouse, Underdog. Of course, then there was always Hong Kong Phooey. Now, he didn't say that, but Hong Kong Phooey is the one who used to go, isn't he the one he would like go into a phone booth and take a pill? And that's when he came out as Hong Kong Phooey. One of them did. One of them used to go take a pill to become their alter ego. I think it was Hong Kong Phooey. But you know they would never let them even make that cartoon today with him going to take a pill, even though I'm sure it was like a candy pill since it was cartoon, but you know what I mean. This is numbered to 250 for the White Sox. It is Lindsey Delgado. Of course, they probably would not let you make a lot of cartoons today. Like, they would probably say Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner promoted bullying, you know? I mean, there's probably a lot of cartoons that we used to watch. I say we, you may be younger than I am, probably are younger than I am, but I'd say a lot of them they wouldn't even make today for all kinds of politically correct reasons. That is Travis Swaggerty and the Pirates on our Bowman Sterling continuity. Do you guys want to recap the Sterling continuities? Maybe I should stack them separately. Does anybody have an opinion on that one way or the other, if you want to recap those or not? I haven't been stacking them separately, but I can. Ooh, a little blue wave for the Brewers to 150, and that is Bryce Terang again. You know, that guy comes out a lot. Usually in redemptions, though. So it's kind of nice that we have him here live in the product and not a redemption. So I'm kind of a fan of that. Oh, LR Sports Cards, Ace and Gary. I don't know Ace and Gary. Was that a cartoon? Ooh, how'd I miss that one? Is that a cartoon? What is that? I don't know. I don't remember that one, though. Okay, so that is box one of our gigantic box of cards. Now we're going to do it all again with box two. And then I always think it's so funny that they have to, just the number of packs, the way they have it in there. Like, why wouldn't you just put fewer cards and make 6 packs so that it's stacked the right way? But instead, you see they have 5, and then they put the piece of styrofoam in there to take the place of what would be the 6th one. Why not just change the card count and make it an even number of packs? I know. Like, I know. Not a thing that most of you probably think about or care about. But when you look at this stuff long enough, you do eventually come up with weird questions like that. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, come on now. Why am I going 100 different directions with that pack? We don't want that to happen. Our Chrome. Well, our Chrome that aren't refractors. I should always qualify. Kirilloff for the Twins. 250 Chrome. First Bowman, of course. Franchise Futures insert, and then here come our refractors. It's Singer and Logan Gilbert, Delgado, and Duplantier. In SKA, we did do Leaf Best of Football already, and I think we had your payment, right? Didn't we have your payment for that? I think we did. Hang on a minute. I'm pretty sure you were good on that. I don't think, was that, yeah, you were, oh, wait a minute. You were in there signed in as something else a minute ago, right? Were you in there signed in a minute ago as Randall, right? But now you're signed in as in SKA, but it's still Randall, right? I'm so confused. So, has somebody came in and paid for that? Wasn't that you? Oh, I'm really confused now. So are you just, I'm hoping that's just you again. No, so who, okay, now I'm really confused. Because someone came in and paid for that you had the Panthers and something, right? You had the ones that were sitting there as unpaid. So I'm I'm like way confused right now as to what in the world's going on. But we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out after the break. I thought Randall Randall did have something unpaid. I don't know. We'll sort it out. We'll figure it out, all right? This is Jawan Harris to 499 for the Padres. Yeah, because Randall had something going on too, so I know there must have been some kind of weirdness happening back and forth, but we'll get it figured out. And but you're just gonna have to probably bear with me till after the break, and then we'll get it sorted. All right. This is Ryan Weathers for the Padres. That is a Bowman Sterling continuity. Here's Logan Gilbert for the Mariners. This is numbered to 499. And then we have Ruiz and Dyson and Tejeda and Siegler were our refractors. NSKA, what are you, I mean, did you have a question that you needed to ask me right now? Because if you have a question for me, then yeah, go ahead and fire it in there right now. But otherwise, if not, then we should be all good. Because everything else, I think, was paid. So if that's squared away, then we're fine. And Randall already knows I'm going to hit him up after the break to figure out what in the heck was going on there and get him squared away. And, yeah, so if you have a question for me, absolutely, sir, feel free to jump in there and throw it over to me. But otherwise, if you don't have a question for me, then yeah, what I'm saying is I'll see your message and respond to it after the break. For the Cincinnati Reds, that's to 499, Mike Ciani. And why are my Cincinnati Reds trying so hard to get Real Muto? Like, what's the deal? What's wrong with Tucker Barnhart? I like Tucker Barnhart. I think he plays well. I mean, yeah, maybe there's a little upgrade at bat if you go the other direction, but I mean, you know, the Marlins are going to expect us to give up some big-time assets if we pick up Realmuto, and I don't really know why we would do that. It's Ethan Hankins for the Cleveland Indians. So I think Tucker did a fine job, so I'm a little confused over what my Cincinnati Reds are trying to do with that. NSKA, you are good. We did not move out your teams. You are all good. All fine and dandy. You may have sent that message after I was already off of eBay. It's probably why you didn't hear back from me if that's the case, because I, of course, have to finish up the spreadsheet and get a little last-minute stuff set up so that we can get started on time. So that might be the reason why. Plus, I got really caught up in messages tonight with a bunch of unpaid teams and stuff flying back and forth, and so it could be that as well. That's to 150 for the Padres. That is Cal Quantrill. Next up, we have got our refractors, our little 4 happy little refractors there. So once again, if the person who has all the base cards happens to be watching and you give us permission to not go through all of your base cards one at a time, looking at every one, I would love to just jump right to the center and see our hits. But I will not do that unless the base card person says it's okay to do that. So if you happen to be watching and you're good with that groove, then please jump in and let us know. Or maybe we'll do that maybe through the first few boxes and then go to the middle after that. I don't know. It's a lot to look through of base. Of course, the vast majority of most packs go to the base, except for our center. And our refractors are Kalenic for the Mets. That's a nice one. Banfield, Ashcraft, and Monty Harrison. Okie dokie, that's our chrome stock. Let's do it all over again right here. Yeah, I can't imagine, even if you do have the base, I wouldn't think that you're probably really necessarily looking at every single one of those through 4,000 or so cards that we're going to be opening. So maybe we'll do the second box the same way we've done the first one, and then after that we might do a little more cut towards the middle kind of thing. For the Twins, it's Ryan Jeffers. A little autograph hit. There's Astros, Mariners, the Blue Jays, and the Tampa Bay Rays with Shane McClanahan wrapped up our refractors. Lashman says, yeah, definitely go the middle, go the middle. Yeah, I think I'm inclined to do the same thing, other than we'll finish up this box that we're in, and then we'll probably go to the middle after that, unless, as I said, we, maybe if our base card person is here and raises their hand and says, I want to see them all, then okay, but in the absence of that, then we may go that route. Because I think honestly, that's what most breakers do in a situation like that, where base ships out separately, but I usually try to show it. But there are a lot of them tonight. A lot. Bowman Sterling continuity coming up. And it's Jared Kelenic for the Mets. Dang, Latch, you're getting up at 3:30 in the morning. That is not going to be fun, especially as cold as it is outside. You are going to not be happy at 3:30 in the morning, I bet. Our first gold of the night goes to my Cincinnati Reds. That is numbered 250. Oh, a nice Bo Bichette refractor. Madrigal, Kirilloff. And off we go to the races. For the A's, Armenteros, and that is numbered to 250. Ooh, I see some more gold, and it's a gold wave, and it's an autograph, and it's a good one. Well, all gold wave autographs are probably good ones, but Shane McClanahan for the Tampa Bay Rays, a little first Bowman gold wave to 50. Nice. Right about that time, right as J-Ro says, hey, have we had any good color autographs? Right as we hit the gold wave 50. Yeah, that's the best, lowest number one we've hit so far. It's first gold auto, period. And, of course, I think McClanahan's a good hit. Oh, man. Let's just go ahead and get both of these out of there at the same time. How about that? Less crinkling later. That's how we're going to look at that. Oh, yeah, we did have that blue wave. We did. And there's a Bo Bichette to 250, a little purple parallel. Gotta like that. There is Greinier, Eastman, Rollison, and Miller. J-Ro, you missed what? The gold one? It was for the Rays. It was Gold Wave McClanahan. If that's the one that you're saying it froze on, I'm not sure. Are you guys still having that same problem with YouTube? You know, I did Google that and saw that YouTube had been having some issues with buffering and things. And it was several people reporting it, but I thought it had been resolved. Is it not resolved yet, guys? It says Jason Schroeder to 150 for the Astros. That's paper. And a little autograph, Jordan Groshans for the Blue Jays. Meanwhile, you're just going, why wasn't that Vlad Guerrero? I know, right? I feel you on that. We need to find baby Vlad somewhere in here. Okay, kids, here's what we're going to do on this next box. We are going to just kind of buzz right on to the center of these, and we'll go find our little Tootsie Roll center. We'll look at our inserts and things that are shipping to the teams. Obviously, all the paper base, you guys know that we're not showing individually, goes to that paper base category. But otherwise, we're going to be here till 2 a.m. to sit here and keep going at this rate. I think, maybe. I don't know. It's a lot of cards. So many cards, so little time. Unless somebody objects, and I don't think any of you are going to. I think everybody's going to be like, yes, please, go to the middle. All right, so basically, we can slide off right to the middle where we find Gregory Soto to 250 for the Detroit Tigers. Then our chrome. Wait. I think there's somebody stuck to the back. Yeah, right there. I thought that felt like that was a little too thick when it went by there the first time. Every once in a while, static causes someone to hitch a ride. Logan Gilbert and the Seattle Mariners, our autograph hit. The A's, the Mets, the Indians, and the Rockies with our chrome refractors, and we're back to paper base, which, yeah, that's much faster, right? We like that better, yeah? Yay, go team! That might get us out of here before midnight, right? We would hope. All right, let me get down to, there's our chrome. That's the last paper base. I just show you that so that you can see we didn't accidentally go past anything. I think we've all seen enough packs now. You know where it starts and how it rolls through here. We have a a blue coming out for the Braves. It's Joey Wentz, numbered to 150. Latchman, you said you are looking, you don't even want to look for anything but the autographs. No, man, I think we got to look at the other stuff too. I think we can't, there's Sean Jelly. Latch is telling me where the autographs are located, because he's like, I think he just wants to look at where the autographs are, not the bottom half of the pack. No, man, we've got to still look at our parallels. You never know what kind of parallels you're going to find, and frankly, some of those are worth a lot of money as well, autographed or not, as you probably know. All right, I think we dug a little too deep in there. So there's our last base coming off, and we have Logan Allen to 499 for the Padres. There's our chrome. Another of our two-team inserts, again, all sitting up there in the housekeeping area, whereby we We'll give them out at the end of the break. Well, now that just made the Cardinals happy. If you've got St. Louis, I know that pleases you. You've got Nolan Gorman headed your way. Little autograph for Nolan Gorman's worth a little bit of money. Oh, right. We're not looking through those. Right. Habits. So, Latch, have you opened up a lot of bowman, like your own personal bowman? I know you usually buy some personal boxes of stuff. If you have, tell us how you did. How'd you end up? All right, that's all paper up to that point. Starting chrome here with Madrigal. I haven't opened any Bowman draft for myself at this point in time. I do have a little bit of loose, which I probably will open some of myself, and then we'll use, that's all paper based, then we'll use some in mixers. So probably a combination of the two. I'll open a little, we'll do a little with mixers. For the Detroit Tigers, that is Matt Manning to 150. Latch, you haven't opened any yourself yet? Okay. I thought you might have. I know you usually like to get some personal boxes of stuff. Oh, did I tell you too, Latch? I know you like Inception. I have some Inception. Just picked up some odds and ends loose boxes that'll be in probably the next mixer we do for Major League Baseball. So I know you like that product. It won't be a lot, but it'll be just, you know, a box or two of it. So just in case you wanted to know. Will Banfield for the Marlins. Because I do remember that you are a fan of Inception, as am I. Of course, we just hope that they don't mess us over and put Inception like in June or July or whatever crazy thing like they did this last year. It was so late coming out. I made a mess of that, didn't I? Kind of I did. No, I'm not going to. So hopefully they're going to keep us on schedule and we will actually get it, one would hope, the early part of the season like it's intended this year. All right, getting down to our center. Starts off chrome with Sean Jelly. J-Ro says, do that sapphire. Make a sapphire break. I'm paraphrasing, but I hear you, man. I do have to make a decision about that. Either open it myself, put it in a mixer, do a break with it. I know I have to make a decision about it. I will. I promise I will. Within the next 30 days, I will make some kind of decision. That gives me still a lot of time, though, doesn't it? It's Ian Anderson for the Braves. White, not white sparkle, just sparkle. Panini calls that white sparkle. Shedlong, Montcastle, Ashcraft, and Roederer refractors. See, I keep wanting to look through those. I forget we're not doing that. I can remember it on the top, and then I forget when we get to the bottom. Yeah, Latch, I may put some of that sapphire in a mixer. I just don't have that much of it, and I'm kind of torn. I kind of want to open it myself, and then I try to talk myself out of it, but yet, I don't know, I can't quite let go of it. Jonathan India, that is Bowman Sterling continuity. If I had just ordered more, we would have no problems. Wow, Cardinals. Here's a second Nolan Gorman for you. This one a refractor to 499. So nice to hit one Nolan Gorman. Fantastic to hit two. And I believe the Cardinals have I think you've got Griffin in there too, don't you? I think. So the Cardinals are kind of crushing this break right now. Alan says next up is going to be Gorman color. Do you have St. Louis tonight? Alan, you are crushing it if that is yours. Crushing it. Because, you know, pulling those Gormans, 2 of them, is excellent. Return on investment, anyway. Of course, I don't know if you're keeping them for personal collection or moving them on down the road, but yeah, that is pretty nice. Cardinals and Red Sox. This is numbered to 250. And of course, it again goes right up there because it's got 2 teams on the same card. So we will have to use random.org to distribute it. But nonetheless, since it's to 250, we had to call a little bit of special attention to it. Latch, what did you say about 1 box? Oh, just, I bet you're saying do 1 box of the, put 1 box of the Sapphire in and open the rest myself. You're telling me to have a little self-control and not open all 3 of them myself. Yeah, you're probably right. I know. I really don't probably need to open any of them myself. I have such a massive amount of cards anyway. Like, it's probably the last thing I need to add to the gigantic pile of stuff that I already need to send off and have graded and deal with. Tyler Frank to 250, Tampa Bay Rays. But yet, I'm just like you guys are. It is hard for me to resist. And if I had more time, I would be buying into everybody else's breaks every single night, which is what I used to always do before I started breaking myself. Now I don't do it as frequently simply because I don't have the same amount of time to do it as I had back then. Because now I spend lots of time sorting cards. Lots and lots and lots of times. J-Ro, you know, I thought about that, but I mean, that's kind of a weird amount to do as a break by itself, just to just have 3 boxes of Sapphire. That's to 499, Travis Swaggerty and the Pirates. I mean, I had considered that, but it's an odd sort of amount to do as a freestanding break. But I might. I don't know. I think, you know, Latchman's probably got the right idea. I'll probably end up opening some and putting some in a mixer. He's probably nailed it on the head. For the Diamondbacks, it is Alek Thomas. So we'll have to figure it out. I mean, I don't mind doing it as just a 3-box break myself. Like, that would be easy to do. But I just don't know I just don't know how much interest there would be from a bidding standpoint, considering the quantity would be low. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So that's part of the hesitation. The other part is, like I said, I kind of want to open it myself. But I'm trying to talk myself out of it because I have so much stuff here already. And I don't know if I need to have a bunch more stuff added to the pile of stuff that I already have to deal with. Of my own, I mean. Of my personal stuff. Oh, you said you saw somebody do a Topps Chrome jumbo half case with 2 Sapphire. Oh, so that to make sure, you know, there was enough cards for all the teams to get hits or whatever. Yeah, I probably could have mixed it with, I did have some odd lot Topps Chrome, but I paired Hobby and Jumbo together and did Topps Chrome mixers. And I guess I could have put it in with that, but I didn't. Because it made a nice little even quantity. I think I had like 3 and 3 or something. So it was such a nice even quantity that I just let it roll. A sparkle for the Yankees, Anthony Siegler. But yeah, I'll get off my tail and figure something out within the next 30 days. See, I'm giving you a commitment right now that within the next 30 days, I will either have it in a mixer or have it listed as a break, or I will open it. Either way, you'll know the answer. Last of the base. We're going to see White Sox, Louis Robert to 499. And for those of you who are set builders, in regard to the 2019 Topps Series 1, this first case that we're opening, I am going to ship all the cards. So that's why it's split in half, and we're doing a half and a half of that original jumbo case. Here you have Ryder Green for the Yankees. I love that. I think that's such an awesome name, Ryder Green. Sounds like a superhero. Yeah, anyway. Then after that, the rest of the Series 1 that we do, we're going to do full cases, and paper base will have its own bidding spot. So FYI for set builders, if you want all of the base, you're going to want to jump into one of the first two breaks, which will be that first case split in half. Because after that, we'll go to full case with paper base going to one bidding spot instead of to the teams. All right. Much faster this way, isn't it? Much more efficient. Be out of here before you know it. Not really, it still takes a while. But I'm anxious for the new season to get underway. And mostly I'm anxious to see some of the call-ups. You know, I think we're all anxiously awaiting the arrival of Vlad Guerrero Jr., Eloy Jimenez, that's Bowman Sterling continuity, Nick Madrigal. There's a lot of young guys that I'm looking forward to seeing play. Of course, they're going to probably not bring them up for a couple months, manipulating the service time and all such as that. For the Mets, Carlos Cortez. So, yeah, we may not see them as quickly as we would like, but we're going to see them hopefully pretty soon into the season. And as it stands right now, it looks like that we might have things loosening up a little bit for baseball this year, which means we might actually be able to get a little more product of certain things than we've been able to easily get in recent years. We've been able to get it, but it's been a struggle in some cases the last couple of years. Refractor for Alec, numbered to 250. And then there's the Casey Mize parallel. Sean Jelly, Swaggerty, Marsh, and Wong, the four refractors. Back to paper base. J-Ro, you're going to check in on me. You're going to hold me to my 30 days. That's good, man. Make sure that you keep me accountable. That's a good idea. I like that plan. Although usually I'll remember something like that. Like if I tell you for sure I'm going to get it done, I will typically remember that I've got to get it done. Tampa Bay Rays and Shane McClanahan. Wow, you got the gold wave autograph earlier. Now you get the gold paper base to 50. So Tampa Bay, if you happen to like your man McClanahan, which I imagine that you do, you're getting some nice pulls tonight. All right, we are all set up there. Washington Nationals. Tim Cate. J-Ro, you said it's impossible to get into a sapphire break. Is it just because there are not a lot of them out there? I mean, I know the prices go a little on the higher side, but do you mean just in general because there's not a lot of them out there? Yeah, I'm so stupid that I didn't buy more. I could have. I mean, it was in stock. I think I've told you all that story before. I just got the message from one of my reps who knows I also collect saying, oh, it just went live, and I was in the middle of, I think, sorting and shipping. So I just like jumped up and ran to the computer and put some in my cart and checked out like right away because I was afraid it would sell out. I didn't even stop to like get the right quantity in there or anything. I was just like, it's going to sell out. And so that's how come I don't have a very good quantity. Because I panicked because I really wanted it and I was afraid it was going to be gone because you know that's how it usually goes. You'll get something in your cart and before you can even get yourself checked out, it will somehow, you know, sell out, it seems like. So I just simply panicked and thought, oh, buy, and that's, yeah, we got the weird quantity. For the Pirates, that is a blue parallel numbered to 150, Joe Jock, I think that would be pronounced, possibly. Bro, Larnach, Ramos, and Dodson, the refractors. We don't need to look at the paper. Let's get to right there, I think is the start. Yeah. Purple for the Brewers, Faria. That is paper to 250 for Milwaukee. Alan, there has been a pretty good amount of blue, hasn't there? We haven't seen any orange yet, though. I mean, we're due some orange, I would think. And actually, we were probably due a little more green, too. And here it is right now to join us, as a matter of fact. Baltimore Orioles, it is numbered to 99, Grayson Rodriguez. All right, all good there and there. You know, well, not supposedly, they did, but I don't think it makes much difference. But they did change the configuration of Series 1. I think they took out, it was something kind of stupid in the jumbos, like 4 cards a pack less or something that doesn't even hardly seem like it would make a dent in how long it takes to break it. But in the hobby configuration of Series 1, they reduced from 36 packs to 24 packs and changed the card counts. Liberatore, Aramis Ademan, Rivera, and Anderson, the refractors. So from the hobby side of it, that will make a dent. But of course, I don't really typically break the hobby side. I usually just break 1, 2, and update in jumbo most of the time. But I thought, I mean, why would you bother to make 4 cards less in the jumbo? And that's not even that many packs in there. I just thought it was a strange choice. To 150 for the Red Sox, that is Mike Shawron. Oh, Ty, is there no orange in Super Jumbo? Why did I not remember that? I don't see. This is what happens. It all blends together. Like, I didn't remember that there were no orange in Super Jumbo. All I ever remember about Super Jumbo, frankly, is that there's so many cards that you are opening it for 25 days and sorting it for 27 days. But I didn't remember that there was no orange in here, honestly. Ty, I did not. Jason Schroeder for the Astros. Phillies, Reds, Padres, and Twins with our refractors. All right, let's get rocking. J-Ro, you said you like jumbo better than super jumbo. Really? Even with the fewer autographs? Yeah, see, that's most, well, I shouldn't say most. I think a lot of people that give me feedback anyway like the fact that this one, of course, nets you a few more autos, but I guess, like anything, they've all got their pluses and minuses. But frankly, I never understood the point of super jumbo anyway. Like, why isn't jumbo good enough? Like, there's a lot of cards, even in jumbo. Why not just make hobby and jumbo like you do for everything else, instead of jumbo, which is just still too many base cards, in my opinion. And then super jumbo, which is still yet even way more too many base cards. I don't know. They make some interesting decisions over there sometimes. I keep forgetting we're not looking at the paper. Oh, because you only are counting the numbered autos, J-Ro. So that's what you're saying, that they net about the same number of numbered autographs, and that's what you're after. So I got you. I gotcha. Ellen says the super jumbo is killing you. I know what you mean, man. I said 250 for the Marlins. It's Osiris Johnson. I feel your pain, brother. I mean, believe me, I definitely feel your pain. That's why there is no way I would sort out the base to teams and do a whole case of this, because I would be sorting and shipping for 6 days. Bowman Sterling continuity, Phillies. So, yeah, I understand what you're saying there. There's a nice one for the Royals, Brady Singer. Well, so your thought process then, J-Ro, is that even though you get more autographs per box, that because they're not numbered autographs, it doesn't really hold that much appeal to you. That makes sense, I guess. I mean, for me, you guys know I love Bowman. I like the prospecting. It's fun. I just like collecting, you know, the first Bowman autographs and then waiting to see who hits it big. I like playing the stock market, because, you know, you get the right person and they hit it the right way, then all of a sudden, when they get called up, you're sitting on a nice investment. So in that sense, a lot of times it doesn't make as much difference. However, I do know there's a lot of people that get it and flip it right away when the prospects are hot, like some of these guys are right now. It's Bichette, Levine, Burrows, and Woolfolk. So yeah, I do understand that if you're, you know, in a flip now type mindset for the hot prospects, then of course the numbered stuff definitely has a better ROI for you. Alan. Super Jumbo, he says, has more cards in Super Jumbo in this case than he has in his entire collection. Listen, man, I feel you. I feel the same way. Like, I don't order a whole lot of Super Jumbo cases because it's just, oh, it's painful. It's just painful. You know, and really, when you get into some of the Series 1 and Series 2 and Update, that's also the reason that I don't ship all the base in most of those, because, again, you end up just taking forever. This is Jake Wong and the Giants. But because I do have some people who are set builders and have let me know that they're set builders and that they like to do some Series 1 and 2 and Update where everything ships, then I do one jumbo case that way. And then the rest of them, no. No. The rest of them we do the easier, quicker way. Well, exactly, J-Ro. I mean, the Aaron Judge autographs, he says 3 or 4 years ago, $10 to $15 for sure. I mean, that's the fun of the prospecting part of it. I mean, honestly, even early in his rookie campaign, they were nowhere near what they turned out to be a couple months later. Because, I mean, face it, when they called him up, the September call-up the year prior, he wasn't exactly looking like a superstar, right? I mean, I think there was some question as to whether or not he was even going to make the roster in 17. Nate Pearson, that's a 99 for the Blue Jays. And then, of course, he does. And then we all know how his rookie campaign went, and those card values just shot up through the roof practically overnight and went crazy there for a period of time. And then they calmed back down a bit, but they're still, you know, healthy, especially in comparison. But so even early in 2017, like Gypsy Queen time, as a matter of fact. So that's early spring. Isn't that funny? That's how I equate my seasons, by what trading cards are coming out. Anyway, so like early spring Gypsy Queen time, he was very plentiful in Gypsy Queen. And at that point, I kind of liked him. I thought he was going to be good. This is Lopez for the Kansas City Royals to 499. And so somebody in there had the Yankees, and we hit a few Aaron Judges, and I was commenting on the fact that I thought, oh, it was a nice break. You know, you hit all these Aaron Judges, and I thought that was, you know, going to be a nice break for the guy. And the guy, like, he didn't say it in the break. He sends me an email that I read after the fact on eBay, just telling me I had no idea what I was doing. I obviously didn't know anything about baseball. If I thought Aaron Judge was a good autograph hit, and I mean, guy was just going off on me. This is Nick Madrigal to 150 blue parallel for the White Sox. That's a nice one. And how, you know, what was I even doing if I didn't know any more about baseball than to think Aaron Judge was a good autograph? And he had tons of Aaron Judge autographs that he'd gotten through the years, and da-da-da-da-da, and just on and on and on. I was like, dang, man, all right. So, of course, that ended badly. But anyway, I later thought about that and thought, you know what, buddy? Like, I hope you remember that nasty email you sent me when you were selling all those autographs you hit with me for massive amounts of money. But you'd be surprised how some people are. I mean, somebody got mad the other night because we had to sell one of the unpaid teams, and it took, I mean, it didn't take that long, but 3 or 4 minutes. I mean, it's not a quick process. And again, didn't say anything in chat, but when I got done, had a nice little message about that. Ryan Rollison, Colorado Rockies. Sparkle. So yeah, you'd be amazed at the things people will say behind a keyboard that they'd probably never walk up to you and say to your face, but like will just type in the most vile things. J-Ro, you said Mike Trout struggled a lot too in his first year. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it's certainly not uncommon, but they are a little bit of an anomaly in the sense that their card values probably went up. Corey Holland to 99 for the Indians after they were already playing for a while, as opposed to most of the time card values with most players are going to peak right when they get called up. But those guys obviously had a little different scenario, slightly different scenario than that. Brady Singer, Kansas City Royals, Bowman Sterling continuity. Kansas City Royals, Daniel Lynch. Kansas City is kind of quietly going about having a nice little break here. Quietly going about their business. Well, we're making progress, guys. Y'all are like, oh, this is terrible. I know. My favorite thing ever was when Bowman Chrome went to the jumbos being all autographs and no base cards. You know, that was like the best change ever. Like, yes, let's do more of that. Of course, not everybody. Again, not everybody feels that way. And a lot of these first bowmans, even paper base at some point, may be worth some money. Padres, 250. Because you do have a whole group of people who prefer first bowman to what is considered a quote-unquote true rookie card with the RC designation on it. There's a whole lot of people that would argue with you that first bowman is really the true rookie card. Tampa Bay Rays to 499. But, you know, other side of the coin, of course, there's lots of people who prefer the one that has the rookie card designation on it and don't have nearly as much interest in a first bowman. So it just, you know, something for everybody, I guess, kind of the motto. Oh, here's a nice hit for my Cincinnati Reds, baby. Jonathan India. He's been a little bit elusive, too. He's been not coming out as easily or as readily as I kind of hoped that he would. We got him tonight, and that's what matters. Last box, kids. We are on last box mojo. I like the way that works. We usually can call last box mojo and end up with some good hits. Doesn't work every time. Does not work every single time, but it works a lot of times. So we're going to try to make it work tonight. The big, fiery, flaming hits is what we're after here. Well, it's what we're after in every box and every pack, but particularly when we get here to last box mojo time. See a little blue peeking out around the corner here for the Detroit Tigers to 150. Bo Burrows. And there are our 4 refractors. That's the rest of the paper base. Paper base person, your stack of cards over there is enormous. I'm just kind of glancing over there, looking at how many there are. There are so many. So many. Got a little gold headed out here out of last box. Sam Carlson to 50 for the Seattle Mariners. Do any of you guys play fantasy or whatever you want to call it on the Topps Bunt app? This is the Arizona Diamondbacks. Alec Thomas to 499. A nice little refractor hit there for the D-backs to go along with your autograph. There was a Tristan Casas refractor. I know we haven't hit your other Tristan Casas. We haven't pulled your autograph yet. I know I've got to still work the mojo on that one too. Well, hi, Kent. How are you tonight, Kent? You are looking for the Cubbies. Okay. We've got to try to work some last box mojo to get the Chicago Cubs in business. Okay. Challenge accepted. Let's see if we can find you one. And do my best. We've got refractors for the Giants and the Blue Jays, the Yankees, and the White Sox. Oh, J-Ro, you wanted the Cubs tonight, but you didn't want to go over a certain amount. Well, that's a good way to do it. I mean, it's always good to have a budget. I have a nasty habit of getting caught up in the moment. Tristan McKenzie to 250 for the Indians if I am live bidding. So I use Auction Sniper a lot of times when I bid, and that takes my emotion out of it. Because otherwise I have a nasty habit of like getting too attached to something, and then the next thing you know, I've paid way more than I meant to. That is Casey Mize, Detroit Tigers. And I have definitely done that more than once. For the Angels, it's Jordan Adams. Ned says you need to see some Yankees and some Pirates out of here. Of course, we started off, Ned, I don't know if you were on at that point or not, but we started out early out with Swaggerty for you. So we've got one nice hit for you in here with Swaggerty. We'll see it in recap here shortly. But I don't think we haven't had any Yankee autos, have we, guys and gals? I don't think we have. Yeah, okay, Ned's like, yeah, it was in the first pack. Yeah, I knew it was early on, but sometimes my poor feeble brain does not remember that far back. And, yeah, so sometimes that happens. But this time I did remember it, so I oftentimes if there's a lot of hits or a lot of cards in a break, I have to really stop and think about what we've seen, unless it was something that particularly caught my eye, you know, low numbered or high big money. I probably remember Swaggerty because I like him, so I tend to remember him a little more. All right, we have a blue Ian Anderson for the Braves to 499. Our chrome. Yeah, I'm kind of also looking forward to regular Bowman in the spring because we should see Joey Bart in there. So I'm kind of anxious to start seeing. So, of course, we had Joey Bart come out a lot in Leaf Ultimate Draft, but I want to see Joey Bart coming out on some Bowman. Owen White, Texas Rangers. There's Cal Mitchell. And who is that? Scipion, Eastman, and Kelly. The refractors. Oh yeah, we did. Oh yeah, we do have the Ryder Green. I forgot about the Ryder Green, Alan. Yeah. Good call. I did forget about him, and I shouldn't have, because he's the one. I think his name is great. He and for the White Sox, Steel Walker, Ryder Green and Steel Walker. It's just like, you know, I don't know. Those are just great names. J-Ro, there is a recap at the end. We recap the color and the autographs. We for sure will do that. We also have that stack of cards up there in housekeeping that will be divvied up using random.org here at the bitter end. And yeah, but we'll definitely recap that stuff. Larnach, Sparkle for the Twins. And yes, Alan, I for sure have more Bowman Draft. I've got, it's Super Jumbo again, so we're going to do the same thing with it that we did with this, where we will have paper base with its own little separate category. And instead of doing the first couple of boxes showing paper base, we'll probably just revert to what we did the rest of this break, which is, yeah, go right to the middle. Even going right to the middle, it still takes us a while, doesn't it? But yeah, I'm not sure, Alan, when I will put it back in the lineup, because of course we've got 2019 Series 1 Jumbo hitting as well Wednesday, which we're going to start opening on Thursday. I don't have a lot of that, though, 3 or 4 cases maybe. So I don't know, probably sometime within the next 10 days to 3 weeks. I know that's a broad range, but I don't think it'll be before like 10 days, and I would like to have it finished definitely by mid-February. Grayson Rodriguez to 50, first Bowman for the Orioles, and some more gold. Jeter Downs, the guy whose name I never can pronounce right. The Rockies and Carter Keyboom were our refractors. We are now on the last pack of the last box of this gigantic case of Bowman Draft Super Jumbo. Yeah, that was a nice hit for the Orioles. But why'd you say crap? Like, Alan's like going, oh yeah, I like that for the Orioles, and then right behind it, Kent goes crap. Because it wasn't a Cub? Yeah, well, maybe that's why. Or maybe you're saying because you bid on the Orioles and got outbid? I don't know. Crap could mean a lot of different things. Alan says he wanted the Orioles, but he got outbid. Well, I do understand that. Like I said, though, it's good to have a budget, you know. You don't want to get caught up like I do sometimes and just go until you win. I have definitely done that myself, you know. For the Yankees, there is Ryder Green to 250, purple chrome. There's some more refractors. The rest of our base, which I keep wanting to look through and have to remind myself we don't need to. And here we are, the bitter end, the last of the last of the last. And let's hope it's huge, right? San Diego Padres, Mackenzie Gore, blue to 150. Not too shabby. Mackenzie Gore is a good hit. Like to see a little ink on it, of course, but still, if you're the Padres, I imagine you're okay with that. Rather have it than not, anyway, right? Bowman Sterling continuity. There's Grayson Rodriguez again. Another one up here into our two-team pile. Last out is Jeremiah Jackson for the Angels. I think the Angels ended up with a pair in here then. Nick Prado, nice young player for the Royals. Okay, so we do have a lot of recapping to do. We've got our autographs. I did put in the Bowman Sterling continuity. Nobody ever kind of raised their hand and said yay or nay if you wanted to recap it, but I just put it in there anyway. And let me get these first couple of paper color that I didn't have the sleeves open for. Let me get them sleeved up. We'll recap the color, and the sparkles are in here with the color. But before we do that, we've got this. So we've got this big stack of cards here, and they all have two different teams on them. One of them is numbered, this one. And I'm going to go to random.org, and I'm going to simply type in left, and I'm going to type in right. So whenever I give something out by way of random, if we have 9 or fewer items that are in the list, we just do random 3 times, okay? If we have 10 or more, we do random just once. But because we have 3, well, fewer than 9, we're going to do it 3 times here. So the first 2 times don't count. It is only going to be the third and final random that's going to be the determining factor, okay? So you can ignore the first one. You can disregard the second one. Here's our third one. And there you'll see it says 3 times, our date and time stamp. It comes up right. So here's what that means. First of all, it means I'm going to mark on this one that's in a sleeve so that I can remember how random came up and not have to go back and watch this later. And of course, that is on the sleeve. It's not on the card. So, for instance, this one's going to go to the Red Sox, and then, you know, you got Braves, National, Royal, Indian, Ray, Pirate, Red Sox, Indians, Padres, Diamondbacks, Blue Jay, Mariner, D-back, Indian, Blue Jay, D-back, Indian, Mariner, Red, Padre, Indian, Red Sox, D-back, Indian, Brave, Ray, Royal, and National. So that's how all of our 2-team cards go. All of those recommended viewing cards. That's how they were awarded. Oh, Alan, I will check on that tonight. As soon as I get done with this, Alan, that will be the very next thing I do is I will go in there and check that, and I will definitely message you tonight and definitely get you squared away and let you know what's going on with it. So I appreciate you, man, and I will definitely you will have a message from me for sure. So these are the Bowman Sterling Continuity cards. They're not numbered, but as you see, they don't come out with like tremendous frequency. So I do generally set them aside for those who might be interested in the recap of them. The color, that is numbered to $4.99. Of course, these are to $99 when you see green, to $4.99 with the light blue, to $150 when you see blue, to $250 when you see purple. The sparkle are not numbered, but they usually still have some pretty good value. There's one of our gold parallels to $50. That one is Sam Carlson for the Mariners. So that's the rundown of the numbering as it relates to the colors that we see. And guys, this is another one to $50, of course, with the Shane McClanahan and the Rays. This one is to $250 and a refractor for Casas and the Red Sox on the parallel there. So, what was I saying? I don't even know what I was saying. So anyway, the sparkle, while they're not numbered, they do usually have a little decent value, so that's why they're in here. The reds to $50, gold. And yeah, so that's all of our color that isn't signed tonight. I just noticed that Mike Ciani, he wasn't in a sleeve, so now he is. But he wasn't a second ago in that recap. I don't know how he snuck by me. Now, our autographs. The Angels with Jeremiah Jackson to $50. There's Grayson Rodriguez for the Orioles with the gold parallel. The Rangers with Owen White. The Angels, Jordan Adams. The Diamondbacks, Alec Thomas. For the Reds, Jonathan India. For the Royals, Daniel Lynch. The White Sox, that's a nice one, Nick Madrigal to $150. Jake Wong for the Giants, Brady Singer, nice hit for the Royals. The Astros with Schroeder to $99. The Orioles had another Grayson Rodriguez. I had forgotten about him, even the one to $99. So you got a pair of them, both numbered. Nice shot there for the Orioles. Tim Cate for the Nationals. The Mets with Carlos Cortez. The Yankees with Ryder Green. The Diamondbacks, Alec Thomas. A pair of Nolan Gormans, and this one is a refractor to $499 for the Cardinals. The Marlins with Will Banfield. There's your other Nolan Gorman. That one, of course, not a refractor. The Mariners, Logan Gilbert. For the Blue Jays, Jordan Groshans. There's our nice gold wave, Shane McClanahan to $50, Tampa Bay Rays. The Twins with Ryan Jeffers. The Indians, Ethan Hankins. The Mariners, Logan Gilbert to $499, refractor. A blue wave, Bryce Terang to $150, Brewers. The Cardinals hit to $250 with a Griffin Roberts purple parallel. Oh, I'd forgotten about this one too. It's Chris Bubbick to $250. That's the class of 2018 parallel for the Royals. And there's Bryce Terang on a base auto for the Brewers. And then there's that nice Travis Swaggerty that came out for the Pittsburgh Pirates. So that is our break for tonight. It was a long one. I warned you though, guys. Yes, I knew it was going to be a long one. And yeah, it definitely was. I appreciate you hanging in here with me though. Meantime, anybody who might have missed it earlier, here is the 411 on your shipping. Should be out the door and on the way to you by Saturday, unless something unexpected happens. If I can get it out to you sooner than Saturday, I most assuredly will. But if I cannot, then Saturday should still be the day that it hits the road on the way to you. The breaks that are coming up in the days ahead: tomorrow night, once again, new release night. We will have a case of limited football, a case of optic basketball. The third new release from tomorrow night will open on Thursday, which is the top series one. So Thursday is a pair of autographed mini football helmets, a half case of optic basketball, and a half case of top series one jumbo. On Friday, we're going to open a Game Day Greats autographed football jersey, another case of limited football, and another case of Crown Royal basketball. Saturday will be a triple play baseball box, 3 autographed memorabilia items in it, and then the back half of that case of Series 1 Jumbo. Sunday is Super Bowl day, and I'm not going to do a break on Super Bowl because we're all going to be watching it, right? Probably part of it anyway. I don't know. We're going to take off on Super Bowl Sunday. And that is really and truly it for me tonight. I am all wrapped up, and thank you once again. I appreciate everyone being here. Have a great rest of your night. Stay warm tomorrow, and we'll be back at it tomorrow night. Bye now.